We're here to solve this Kuromasu by Swaroop called X. And just looking at this clue pattern, this is vaguely reminiscent of cave type logic. Actually, these two styles have a lot in common. I'm looking at clues like this 10 and 7 in the same row and saying they can't connect, and that means the 10 can take as many as 8 in that row. And if I come through and draw the line, it means I need to take at least 2 vertically. That means this 9 in this corner can take as many as 6 coming up, but it also can't connect to the 10, so it has to take at least 3 over here. The 9 can't join all the way to the 6, so always has to take 1 back in the space. That means the 10 now only has 7 in this column, takes 3 over in the space. The 6 can take 5, has to take 1 more. The 7 can take 5, has to take 2 more. So this kind of deflection up and down is some of the star of the puzzle as I'm seeing it. For sure, we now actually have this 10 taking 1 more cell out of this row, so this 10 and this 10 don't join. But this 10 also doesn't join up to the 6. So we're going to take 7 in the column, 8, 9, 10. And this 10 can take 7 in the column, 8, 9, 10. They're also different groups, and so this can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is the same, so these have to come up. These have a gap. That means the 6 can take these 4 plus 2 more. The 6 can take these 4 plus 2 more, but these now have a gap, and so we're getting some constraints in the grid by just thinking through this. And we're also now forming some constraints where around this 4, notice if we went down, we would effectively mark off all these clues. And separately, if like these 4s connected this way, that would mark off these cells. And actually this connection looks more critical because this 8 needs to extend at least into this cell or into this cell, or it can't get 8 together. So through the center, this 4 can't join to this 4. This 4 also can't join to that 4. And one clue we've not looked at is this big 13, but this 13 and this 4 are going to be at big tension with each other, in part because I have a maximum extent of 11, which are these cells if I don't take any of these off the 4. And so taking this cell here and marking all of these off immediately would break the grid because this 13 is impossible. So the thing that I think is necessary to make headway at this stage of the puzzle is that this 4 has to take one of these cells to the left or bottom to help the 13. That means this 8 in the upper right is now very constrained. It's got 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly filled in. That means this 8 down here is 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll need to take these. That completes this 4. It puts this into the grid. This 6 is actually finished, so this 4 comes over. That now finishes this. The 13 has 3 vertically, so we'll take all 10 horizontally. And going around just these blackened cells, we have some more limits now in the grid. This 10 has 6, 7, 8, 9, so needs 1 more. That means the 10 has just enough space if it takes all of these, which means the 6 has enough space if it takes everything that remains. This 5 is finished. This 5 is now finished. Should actually mark this another way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but not taking this cell, so these are required. That 6 is just enough room for it. The 7 will have to take at least these and these. This 4 finishes, marks that in. The 7 has just enough space for it. Got 6 and 4 as a finished 10, and just confirming the count, 3 and 6 as a finished 9. So we've got everything marked in the grid, and hopefully you got a sense from cave-like logic of the ways to start, but the feed around the grid of the 10, 9, 6, 7 cycle, even this 10 into the 6, this 10 into this 10, this 10 into this 6, lots of these unusable edges got us some key tension in the grid. The tension drew our attention to the 4, 4, 4 sets and how the 13 worked around them, and this key cell right here was the one that really set up the whole solution of the puzzle once we got it marked. So probably easier in a Friday puzzle if you'd solved hundreds of Kuromasu, but seeing that you haven't solved Kuromasu probably as much in the past, this is a good challenge and a good teaching style to just have some look ahead in the shadings and the connectings to see where you're really limiting the potential for any clue to make progress. So hope you got something through this video. We'll figure out how to have more Kuromasu on the site in the future soon, and we'll see you again.